tired of getting smacked, getting clapped around every time you play Apex? Listen, I'm always getting clapped, but you know what? I'm here for y'all. Look no more. I'm here to help y'all, give y'all some tips to get better in Apex by improving your aim. Alright? These tips that I'm going to be sharing with you today are going to help you with your aim, help improve it, help to stay consistent with it. But let me say this, if these tips don't help you out, if you watch this video and you give it 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a month, and your aim is still trash, I'm sorry, but I can't do nothing more. You might as well hop on a different game. But I already know, after watching this video, y'all not gonna be trash no more because these tips helped me out and I went from trash to recycle. Alright, so let's get started with tip number 1. Alright, tip number 1, y'all already know what this is. Majority of y'all already hear. A lot of people say it. You need to take time off and go to the firing range. Trust me, the firing range is your best friend to improve your aim. I know there's a few people who don't want to spend their time in the firing range, and those are the people that are not going to improve. So if you want to improve, take time out and go to the firing range. Take at least 15 minutes, head to the firing range and start practicing on your aim. Work on it, trust me. Pick the gun that you want to improve at and just start aiming at the dummies. You can start shooting at the dummies to start off, warming up the sticks, warming up your thumbs or your hand, whatever you play on, controller, PC, doesn't matter. Grab the gun of your choice and just start practicing your strafe. Start practicing your aim, getting used to the recoil. And after a few minutes on the dummy, then you want to move on to the targets. You want to get a lot of ammo and step back and start shooting the far targets. You don't want to start shooting the close one because that's too easy. What you want to do is shoot at the far targets to make sure you can maintain and control the recoil. And trust me, give this about 2 weeks, just you constantly doing it every day for at least 15 minutes before you hop on an actual game. Your aim is going to improve. Trust me, it's going to improve. I've seen it improve for me. This is not going to work in one day, right after your 15 minutes on your first day. Oh, I got the best aim in the world. I'm looking like Imperial Hawk. No, that's not how it works. This takes time. Practice makes perfect. This takes time. Just be patient and I promise you your aim is going to be a lot better. This second tip that I'm going to share with y'all also requires for you to be in the firing range. This is learning the recoil pattern of the gun. Every gun has different recoil patterns. The carbine, the R9, the flatline, the CAR, the rest of the guns, they all have different recoil patterns. So what you want to do, the main guns that you want to focus on, pick them up, grab them. If it's, for example, if it's the carbine and the flatline, pick those two weapons up. What you're going to do is go in front of the wall, aim down sight and start shooting. Don't press down on the analog stick, don't press down on the mouse, just aim and shoot. For example, you've seen I'm doing it with the carbine. As you can see, the recoil pattern of the carbine is kind of going up slightly to the right and left and back to the right. So you need to memorize that pattern and just hold it down. Now let's see the flatline's recoil pattern. You see that it's slightly going to the left. I'm just do it again. So what you want to do is bring it down and slightly bring it to the right since it's going to the left to maintain it to the middle. It's pretty simple. Honestly, it's really simple. The more you use the guns that you want to focus on, the better your aim will be. Your thumb, your arm will just build muscle memory on the recoil pattern and you'll be able to control it perfectly where you just have perfect aim and you'll be lasering everybody. So trust me, learn the recoil pattern. Doesn't matter if it's the Spitfire, the CAR, the R9. Pick the gun, learn the recoil pattern, and just start shooting the dummies. Like I said, firing range is going to be your best friend for this. Now the third tip that I'm going to give y'all is don't be afraid to fight. Before going into rank, before you feel comfortable with going to rank, trying to hit masters, trying to hit diamonds, solo queuing, because you know after all of these tips you're going to be a beast. Before you do all of that, start going to pubs, go to a regular casual game and take every fight. I understand there's going to be times where you need to learn when to push and when not to push, when to third party or when to push back or get higher ground. But if you want to improve in your aim, take every fight. The more you throw yourself into fights, the more you will learn people's pattern, how they play, how they move. They're based on their movements. If they play smart, if they play dumb, the more you play, the more you throw yourself into fight, the better you'll get. Trust me, don't be afraid. Take every fight possible. So this fourth tip that I'm going to share with you guys is very crucial, very important that you guys pay attention and you guys learn this. This needs to be second nature to you guys. And that tip is staying calm mid-fight. Have you ever noticed you in an intense fight and the tension starts building up, you start getting nervous, it starts affecting your aim? In those intense moving, your aim will be affected. Don't get me wrong, you could have good aim, But if you can't stay calm mid-fight, that will affect your aim. Those small little moments, those little effects that high tension will give you will mess up your aim, and the person that you having a gunfight with will beat you. Like, that's just the hard truth. Oh, you need to learn how to remain calm mid-fight. You don't want to let your teammates down. Like I said, the best thing you can do is throw yourself into fights. You need to get used to being into fights. Get used to being into 1v2 situations or 1v3 situations, because those things will happen mid-game, especially in a ranked game. You're going to get paired up with trash teammates, and it's going to be a 1v3. That's how I feel like when I play rank. It's a 1v3 all the time. So you need to learn how to remain calm. And the last tip that I have for you guys is learning your sensitivity. You need to learn what sensitivity you're comfortable with. Look, I get it. You go on YouTube, you write down Imperial House settings, Get Burnt settings, iTimmy settings. You're looking at everybody's settings, and don't get me wrong, everybody's a monster. Don't get me wrong. They're all nice, they're nasty. But at the end of the day, you're not dumb. Their settings may help you. Their settings could be a great use of you, and they could help. But at the end of the day, you need to find settings that fit you. You can use everybody's settings. You could tweak their settings if you want, that fits you, that suits you perfectly, where you can have the best aim. So what I can do on my next video, I can show y'all my settings. Y'all can see my settings, and y'all can tweak it the way y'all want, the way what fits you, what's more comfortable for you, and give it a few weeks. Give it a 2 weeks, 3 weeks, because obviously my settings are not the settings that you guys used to playing, and they're completely different. And when you use new settings, it throws off your aim. So the more you play with the settings, the more you start getting comfortable with it, you see that your aim will start improving. So for the next video, I will show you guys my settings. Change it to your own liking, and trust me, your aim will be so much better. You're gonna be way better than his Watson. You're gonna be better than these pros out here, trust me. So I hope you guys like the small tips that I have for you guys. This is my first ever like tip video. I plan on doing more, especially for improving as teammates, to improve you in ranking up faster. There's all kinds of videos that I want to do. So if you guys did enjoy it, hit the like button, subscribe, and for the next video, I'm going to post my settings, so stay tuned for that. Hit the notification bell so you guys are up to date whenever I update, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.